Good evening, good morning, good night, good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, and others. This is another scene in Living World of Darkness, Mage of the Resurgence. We have a great time now. It's been a while. We have to do some shit now, get some shit rolling, and that's what we're gonna do. So, Jack, we're gonna talk about you a little bit because you've been having dreams lately. Really
Okay.
weird dreams. Not like mind-bending cosmic horror dreams. More like you kind of see you're standing by your illustrious lady of the pond, right? She's not
hmm
handing out swords to start systems of government in this one, but you are with the Prospect Park Lake. You're watching a bunch, basically, what looks to be a bunch of what looks to be a disturbance among the squirrels, and
Okay.
yes, the squirrels are arguing amongst themselves, and there seems to be some really strange gray squirrels getting involved. And then you see dreams about like weird spirits and shit. And these are very weird dreams, really. And you kind of get the impression that these aren't
Can
just
I under-
you drinking cocoa.
can I understand the squirrels' arguments, or is it like dream squirrel noises, where you just
It's a bit
understand that arguing, but you yeah.
it's a bit of both, because these are multiple dreams. This is because there's not like you get an entire like narrative in one dream. This seems to be over time that are snippets of dreams that you just over time realize this is a message of some kind to you.
Okay.
So in one dream you can hear what the squirrels are arguing about, and it seems to be something about unnatural outsider squirrels, and then they're arguing about turf coming in from other parks. And then there's wondering about the squirrels talk about spiritual disturbance, and there's like a neighborhood conflict, and so on. So it
Okay.
gets a bit big about it. And in the last stream, you can see that there are more of the gray squirrels moving into the park, and the other, the lake seems kind of distressed at this.
Okay.
So that is the dream, like hook that's kind of notable for you. And I
Okay.
wanted to ask if you had anything you wanted to like do to investigate this weird phenomenon.
I'm gonna go talk to the lake.
I mean, that is a reasonable expectation. This is, you. Oh wait, there's a Claudia here. LaDamian, you person, you. There you are. But okay,
No.
Yes.
you're yes, you're here. Can't come here and unpersonify your stuff. Anyway, Jack, you want to take your pals along for this investigation, this quest, if you will.
Yeah. Like, okay, so what's gonna happen is Jack is going to turn up to the chantry. He's going to sort of come in and see who is around.
Well, you two are around, so you can just emote you being around. Glitterhoof is also out in the garden as usual. He's very sad that Jack hasn't agreed to get the brand of the Eternal Hoof.
Jack will sort of ask, okay, so I know this sounds completely insane, but hear me out. The squirrels are arguing.
Okay.
Like, I think it might escalate into something big. I don't really know.
Okay. Let's. I'm sorry. You see like his legs are on like the couch, and he
Mhm.
pulls his legs, gets up. There is no cane. He walks and he says, "Okay, let's go."
Okay.
But you should meet with my friend Claudia.
I think I've met Claudia before.
Ah, okay
Yes,
then.
we have.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask the obvious question: why should we care about that squirrel? Going
They're
out more
talking.
with each other?
Yeah, they're talking about unnatural outsider squirrels. I think there's some kind of supernatural force affecting the squirrels.
Okay. So
you not think it's at least worth investigating?
I mean, yeah, but also I don't know how to feel about squirrels. I feel mostly that I'm in some Douglas Adams book currently.
That's fair. That's why I understand I sound crazy.
So just to be clear, squirrels or spiritus squirrels?
I don't know. I'm having visions about
Okay.
squirrels. He's clearly having some difficulty coping with how insane this sounds.
Okay, like I think this may just be a dream, but at the same time, this may not just be a dream. I'm tired, but it may worth checking, right? Like,
Sure.
let's just
fine.
make sure our buddies are fine.
Mm-hmm. So, I have like a contact in the park. I need to go talk to the lake.
Squirrel contact?
No, it's the lake in Prospect Park.
Okay.
So we are talking to spiritus.
It should know what's been going on in the park, at least. That's where I've seen the squirrels.
Okay,
I
then,
can't see that realm, but yeah, let's go.
and lead the way.
Eamon gets up, and Claudia, he doesn't use canes anymore. He just walks normally. But yeah,
Oh,
he follows Jack.
Until
So-
Jack repeatedly beats the back of his kneecap with a chair.
Crowbar. Yeah.
Cripple him again. You know that I'm gonna have to cripple your character repeatedly in scenes now, just for my own amusement. Just like a rock falls on your knee for some reason. But anyway,
You are a mean person.
nah, you
But
love
yeah.
me.
yeah.
But anyway, we can do a Batman screen transition, and you are you're still in Brooklyn. Prospect Heart is a nice park in Brooklyn with a nice big lake and everything. It's not like a circular lake. It's like a lake that goes down almost like a river at parts. Like it stretches out a little bit. It's a nice country. It's almost like being in a real place and not this toxic, big, huge city thing. Almost. You can breathe properly again, and there's kids playing around. I presume you're going during the day and not during the night. And
Yeah.
families going out about enjoying the park, even though it's getting wintry. And by wintry, I mean the lake's probably started to freeze over, if not frozen over soon. So that's something. But it's still you could still have kids running around.
Lakes freeze in New York? I didn't think it'd properly freeze.
I mean,
large
New York has ice flakes coming over to it. So I will double check if lakes. I can say if the temperature is correct now because I
Goddamn
live in.
Scandinavians.
Nah, it's still 11 degrees. It's not frozen over yet. Excellent. New York is one of those real places that actually has autumn. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Scandinavia doesn't have autumns. We have half autumns, and we have the only real season we have is winter and summer. That's all we have.
Yeah.
We don't have other seasons. But anyway,
Anyway,
back to the point. The lake is not frozen over. It's decent temperatures. People are probably not in shorts or anything because it's only 11 degrees, but it's fine. People are out and about. And nothing seems amiss immediately as you're in the park, at least like not on like a cursory glance / walk around.
are there squirrels in the trees?
Yes, there are squirrels in the trees, in fact, running about. And if you so that's you can see there are squirrels in the trees. There, it's a nice thing going on there.
Okay, but they don't seem to be sort of. There's no squirrels and trees fighting, or not?
Not like openly as of yet,
Yeah.
at least.
Okay, so what Jack's going to do is he's going to take his coat off. He's going to hand it to Claudia and Eamon and just be like, can one of you guys just hold this? I'm probably going to need it in a sec, kid. Glance at the water. I'm going to get really cold.
Sure.
No
Um,
problem.
and Jack is going to jump into the lake. Or in fact, he's not going to jump in. He's going to slowly walk into the lake, and then to the point where he can sit down, fully immersing himself within the water.
I will say that in flare rules, since you are going through significant discomfort to do this communion, this is a -1 to difficulty to if you're trying to commune with the spirit now.
I am trying to commune with the spirit, yes.
Yeah, I presume this much, but I'm just
Okay. So that will be 2 successes then.
2 successes. That's enough. You don't see the lady, the beautiful lady you have seen come out of the water, but you do feel her presence here. There's like you can feel like the tranquil, still water and the cold like flow through your limbs, and you start hearing the sound of quacking ducks and the sound of playing children, and through all of these sounds and sensations, you get the sort of impression that the lake is communicating that you have come now.
Mm-hmm. Yes, as I sit within my beloved Lady Lake's embrace. Lady Lake, the squirrel spirit. I have had visions. The squirrel spirits are fighting.
In this case, it's not as much. There are spiritual conflicts, but not that I am to reveal everything. That's not my nature. You need mysteries needs to be unraveled. There are strange ones, outsiders in my park. I can feel them crawling about the trees. I can sense they're doing something, but they're like dead spots, hard to see. But their influence is clearly not for the better. You're going to get an image implanted into your mind,
Mm-hmm.
and it's of basically it seems to be like inside of like the little squirrel hole in the tree. You can see that there is on a on a miniature miniature stake on the in the squirrel hole, a decapitated squirrel corpse that's been ritualistically set up in there, and this hole is you can see the entrance of the hole. No human could have done this in here.
Right.
So this lake, and the blood has been splattered all over inside in the hole. It's a very messed up display. Thankfully, no kids can see it.
Okay. I will try and find out what's going on. And with that, Jack will stand back up, gasping for air.
Dude, come. He kind of like gives the jacket.
Yeah. Actually, so,
Hmm.
firstly, fuck, that's cold.
Carl.
Yes.
So would matter to and force to be enough to create a temporary heat stone.
Sure.
Okay, then while Jake is on the next side, she would use some coal, and put it under a match, and basically will try to keep basically the fire within it in order for Jake to have something of a warmth, uh, something warm when he's gonna come back from the water, because yeah, it's gonna be freezing his ass off.
Yeah, you can roll for that. You know what it is. I wouldn't consider this to be overly vulgar as like having a really hot stone as you've been fucking around with a match and shit to get the fire started. It's not that weird. It can be coincidentally explained away.
Yes, coincidence. Yay, botch of coincidence.
You botch.
Yes, I'm back.
Well, this is a level 2 effect, so you get 2 paradox, and the stone cracks apart in your hand. Like, it doesn't explode, but it's like it's a loud like pop sound, and the It just falls to shards on the ground.
Huh. Disappointing.
So, Jack, shivering.
While being dried off with a coat.
Mm-hmm. I think okay, this has got more weird and insane, and I can't believe I'm saying this. There's evil squirrels here.
Okay.
I saw a vision of ritualistic squirrel sacrifice. The lake says that they're like the evil ones in the trees. They're like voids, she said, invading the park. So there's evil. This is insane.
Okay. Particular.
Eamon, you
So-
can find. Sorry.
So, okay, so what are we searching for exactly? Are we searching
The-
for a squirrel satanic cult?
So like, I thought squirrels were killing each other, not humans killing squirrels. Did I misunderstand? Amen.
No, yeah, it's there's evil squirrels that are sacrificing other squirrels.
Shit. Okay.
You can find stuff, right, Eamon?
Like
If we get you a squirrel, can you find out where it came from?
I think I can. My issue is like, for example, as far as I can feel or learned, everything kind of has a connection, but like I need something to go after. So like if you give me a squirrel head, I don't know if just gonna tell me where the other squirrels who killed them are in.
What if we find one of the evil squirrels?
Then I think I can find if they have like brotherhood or like pack stuff. I can maybe find them. I don't know.
The Brotherhood of the Evil Squirrels.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure, but I will try. Maybe we can like track through. I can maybe track through blood. You know, like. No, I can't. I don't think so. We can try. Yeah, we can try.
How do you find the evil squirrels? That is the question, really, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I'm just having a look at something. Sorry. That's
Yeah, I'm gonna check my screws as well. Everything at 2. Nice.
So I need trying to come up with the route for this on the fly. In fact, okay, I know what I'm gonna do. Claudia, can you very quickly make me like a stone bowl or something? Is that something you can do?
Yeah, I can try and go something like this. Yeah, so pretty much what she's gonna do is that she's going to go near the lake and she's going to gather, I guess, some dirt and some earth, and she's gonna start to mold it and try to solidify it.
Now, this is vulgar without witnesses, because, you can't just put some random dirt together and suddenly, it's a bowl. Like a full on.
It's a ball.
Yeah, but nobody's looking at you and nobody's going to notice unless you do something really weird to draw attention to it. And especially if your guys cover you a little bit. So you can roll difficulty 6, matter 2.
I'm gonna spend a willpower because I don't want to get an function.
You don't want to get even more paradox?
No, and at least that's one success.
Yeah, you can roll again. You can roll one more time though. So
yeah,
finish it.
we're still gonna go with for 5 minute thing. Meh.
So you make a bowl. I mean, and again, you're doing a small ritual, so you're doing this for a few minutes then, if you want to roll one more time.
Yeah. No.
You can roll again.
Man, I mean, at some point I'm gonna be like, no, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna just become a normal person and join the technocracy. Yeah.
Why are you not spending any willpower?
I don't know, because I already spent a willpower.
But you already did.
Yeah, I already did.
Want to try one more time?
Sure. I will spend every power to make a bowl. And yeah,
Now
fuck
you got
that.
success.
Now you get a success.
Yeah. Well, you make a bowl that's gonna last for a while, so that's good.
Hooray.
It's the bitterness.
Magic is sometimes a bitch. You make super complex acid one day, and the other day you're trying to just make a bowl.
I mean,
Let's
this
not
is
do that.
basically tutorial over again. Like, make a bowl. Oh man, it's so hard. Make some super complex acid. Fuck, piece of shit.
So, with the bowl, it's okay. I'm
Yeah.
going to take some water from the lake and a match.
Yeah.
Going to light the match and put the lit basically like drop the lit match into the water, so so the ashes crumble into the water.
Yeah.
And spin this around. And what I'm trying to do is detect the nearby resonance, specifically like, yeah, a corrupted resonance in the bowl.
Okay. I mean, the problem with that is that this lake has been exposed to quite a bit of corruptive resonance in the past. Just point that out.
This is true, but I need to find the evil nearby, and I can't think of a better way than looking at nearby resonance.
Yeah. That's fine. So you can roll. You know what to roll for this, so that's fine. This is completely coincidental.
That is one success.
Do you want to roll again to see if you get more than one success?
Yep. 2 successes.
That's 2 successes. You now have a little bowl you can carry around and try and detect the resonance.
Mm-hmm.
I would recommend going away from the lake.
Yeah, I'm going to
Just-
walk and try and find squirrels.
The squirrels are in the trees. They're too busy for you. You see a lot of them are going harvesting for winter. So I want you to now you have this, it's going to be actually possible for you to spot. So I want you to roll me perception alertness. Difficulty will be 5 because you already have the magic helping you.
Okay.
Because the squirrels are moving fast.
Okay. That is 3 successes.
Yeah. So the squirrels are moving about and they're very quick in the trees, and there's no obvious conflict, but the one squirrel that just jumps over you from a branch, and it's reflected in the lake water. You can see that there's something completely unnatural and distorted about that squirrel's like resonance reflection, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
It's unlike anything you've seen before. It seems static and stilted and wrong, and you can follow it. It's a nice brown squirrel with a very bushy tail. It's running on one of the trees. It's carrying a nut with it as it's running.
So doing his best impression of someone in a nature documentary, Jack is going to look at the others and point at the squirrel and be like, "That one, it's evil."
Okay. Eamon is like looking at the squirrel, and he's trying to come out with like some weird way of finding his friends. He looks
Well-
kind of fucking dumbfounded for like 10 seconds because Amachan is fucking dumbfounded at the same time. It becomes 20 seconds.
Eamon, I imagine, is giving off the overall radiation. So I was pretty done with this when it started, and now I'm supposed to hunt an evil squirrel. God damn it!
Yeah. Mm, he is gonna like gets his hands up, but like he's like, I don't fucking know. He like shakes his head because it's cold, and then tries to like create like a symbol. Then he's just like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Like he doesn't say that his face says everything.
We need to
Well,
catch
pro-
the squirrel.
Oh shit! I can't.
Squirrel, catch the squirrel.
Oh, okay. Uh,
So do you follow
Okay,
the
so-
squirrel as it's running through the trees?
Yes, like crazy person.
yes, Eamon is following the squirrel like a crazy person as well.
I will follow as a wary person.
So basically, they are the crazy people, and you're kind of the person who's concerned about these crazy people in the park.
Yes,
I mean,
exactly.
this
I'm a big concerned citizen.
This image is great. I'm just imagining like you have Jack in his priest clothes running with like a crappy made stone bowl, like running with the stone bowl in his hand, like looking up at the trees and then looking into the water and like following. And you have Eamon in his like suit clothes, business casual. He's also running after the squirrel.
See, one of the weird things is like Eamon never run before. This may be probably the first time he runs after something, so he's actually quite happy. He like, did he fucking
You know the
smile?
scene in Forrest Gump?
Yeah,
Run,
Run.
Eamon, run!
yeah. The braces have broken apart now, and you're running
Yeah.
free. Like, really, we should just play fetch with Eamon for a while. He would be happy. But anyway, you're running after the squirrel, and it runs into like more of a secluded corner of the park, and it's another squirrel there. You can see it's normal, and it's you're going to see something very unsquirrel-like done by this squirrel. That other squirrel is going to walk past it, and it's going to put the squirrel's going to put down its nuts, turn around, grab the other squirrel in a chokehold, and like drag it into a hole in the tree.
Did you guys fucking see that?
It like put it in a sleeper or something and just dragged it inside.
Wow,
And you can-
wow, that's strange. That tree must be magical as well.
No, it's
Is
just
the tree
normal.
magical?
There's no resonance coming from the tree, or I mean, now there is. You can sense that there's like blood resonance and like stuff coming from it.
Dark stuff
But-
is happening in that tree. I think it's a squirrel sacrifice.
Okay, he like. Are you checking the with your radar, magical radar?
Yeah, like we need to.
I
Get
don't
up
want
that-
to say. Oh, see, I don't want to say the word that you say that you hate. Therefore, he says magical radar.
Yeah, no, and that's. I'm using the ball.
Mhm.
Like.
Okay. What the fuck we gonna do now? I have no idea, guys. Oh wait. Maybe I can try to see life forms around me or hear them.
One, or surely what we could do is we could climb the tree and reach in the hole and grab the squirrel with our hand.
I'm gonna say one thing. I never climbed tree in my life before.
I'm gonna say one thing. Even if it's not really evil, I hope you have your vaccines against rabies.
Do you have a thick glove, Claudia?
I have gloves, whereas they will be thick enough to be or not be a protection against a violent mouth attack by rabies evil squirrels. Will remain busy.
I'm gonna.
So you're
Either Either that,
So-
or we could try and use magic to get it out. But I don't know if any of us can do that.
I think I should help you get up.
If you want to climb it yourself, you can.
I'm not gonna do that. He says like, I can't. I don't think I can.
Okay. So I'm gonna climb the tree.
The
Okay.
Eamon is gonna help him, like try to like open his hands where he
And
like
boost
he
him
can
up?
put his leg. Yeah,
Yeah.
I will try to boost him
So
up.
the difficulty to climb this tree will then go from 7 to 5 because this is a very like ungainly tree to climb. It's almost like it was chosen by design. So this is going to be an dexterity athletics roll.
Okay.
You actually have a pretty decent score for that.
Yeah, I know. 2
This is where you-
successes.
I was going to say this is where you botch, but okay. You climb up the tree. Like, what's your approach? Are you going to like look into the hole first?
Yeah, I'm not gonna like put my eye next to it so it can maul my eye. But I want a clear sight into the hole.
So you look into the hole, and the squirrel is clearly busy, and it's chirping away. The other squirrel is dead on the ground. Its head has been gnawed off already, and the other corpse is like the squirrel is currently dragging the corpse around, like spraying like blood in like a pool in the hollow in the tree, and it's dipping its nut in it, like rolling the nut in blood in the hole. The head is just laying off to the side. It's with its back turned to you.
Okay. I am. Fuck it. We're gonna go for the grab and trust my rabies shots. This scene might hilariously end with Jack going to get a rabies shot.
Roll me strength brawl, please.
Yeah. Okay. This is not a strong play. Can I spend a willpower point?
Can you normally do that for combat actions?
Not for combat actions. If this is combat,
It's not
as
combat
I
per
am
se, but
grabbing a squirrel. That's my point. Like,
fine. You
this
can
is not
spend
a
a
life
willpower.
or death scenario, really.
Or is it?
Damn.
You grab the shit out of that squirrel.
I'm a pro squirrel grabber.
I'm going to, because you're grabbing it with one hand because you can't get both arms in. It's going to
Yeah.
try and bite you.
Of course it will. But I've got a good hold on this little blighter.
Yeah. Poor squirrel is just doing his job, doing MMA sacrifice shit to poor squirrels, but it's it gets one success to try and bite you. It with its massive strength of 1 plus 1 for the teeth. I'm going to say that since the glove is not going to give you armor rating, but it's going to increase the difficulty for it to do damage by 2, so difficulty 8.
Oh, cool.
It doesn't bite through the glove on the first attempt. So you pull out this outraged squirrel. Just like it's like biting, but the glove is too resistant, so it's still there. And it's just like chirping away really angrily.
And just shit. Okay, I'm gonna try and come down from the tree, holding the squirrel, and then I'm
Roll
gonna
me-
try and
Are you just jumping down, or are you trying to climb down properly?
jump down. How high up am
Just like 2-3 meters.
I? Okay, so I'm just gonna jump down.
Yeah, it's just gonna sting a bit in your feet, but
That's
you have
fine.
a good opportunity to jump. So it's not like
Can
you
I
have
do
all
a
the time.
dex athletics to like it to do the thing where you bounce so it doesn't hurt?
Yep. This is where you botch, by the way.
This is
And
where I
like-
didn't botch. Boom.
Boom. Yeah, you land just fine from the tree.
Okay.
But the squirrel is not. I will point something out. You are in a public park, and like people are not going to think nicely about people grabbing squirrels, especially when that
No.
squirrel has blood in its fur.
So what we're gonna do is quick. Has someone got a coat? Someone get your coat and just
Eamon
wrap.
takes his
the squirrel.
Eamon takes his jacket out.
The
Just gonna
really
wrap the
wet
squirrel up.
jacket.
No, his jacket. He didn't.
Not my jacket.
His
Yeah,
own
but I meant
jacket.
the one. Isn't that the one you used to dry him off?
No,
we
it was
used Jack's own jacket.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, fine. What's we gonna do with that?
Just wrap the squirrel up. Wrap the squirrel up.
Yeah, he does rep it immediately.
Yeah.
Don't fucking die there.
You can hear it squeak in outrage.
Okay. Do we think we can do anything that might put it to sleep?
I mean,
Eamon, can you do that, Claudia?
Like he kind of like gives you a look like if I hit this thing, it may die.
No, I'm magically. Damn it.
No.
Okay. I'm not asking Eamon to fucking club the squirrel. Okay. So right, we need to take it somewhere safe where we can look into the magic of the squirrel. Or what's corrupted it.
The
And
Amos
I need
says,
a,
okay,
I need a
maybe I
rabies shot.
can. Oh shit! Did it bite you?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm not sure it pierced the skin, but have you seen what rabies does to you, man?
Yeah,
Kind of-
one time.
Yeah, like it kills you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay. Just just take a shot.
Like the bumbled squirrel, the squirrel bundle is shaking.
I don't
Jake,
want
do
to
you
have
have,
to
like,
explain to the cops
a knife?
why you have to net this girl.
A knife?
Yeah, something sharp. I'm just gonna like, I'm gonna put like a circle into the ground and try to find his friends.
Yeah, sure.
You're gonna actually have need a sample from the squirrel for the full connection to work. Like a squirrel in a coat is not gonna be as nice. So I'm just
Okay,
pointing that out.
He keeps to like, he says like, okay, I'm gonna hold the jacket, and you're gonna take like some parts of the skirtle from the skirtle, not skirtle, skirl.
Some parts from the squirrel.
Like basically few,
Few hairs.
yeah, a few hairs.
We're not going to cut his tail off. Okay, got it. Cool. Okay, it's going to pull some hairs off the squirrel.
Yeah. I'm not gonna make you roll for it, but it's like that. That's a thing. So you want to do a correspondence thing for it. You have a body
Yeah.
sample.
Yes, I am going to like put a circle on the ground with like possible connections going out of like this something like there will be two circles, and one circle will have like a bunch of different open lines, meaning that there might be connections, and the connections will be filled, so he will see those connections and where they go. And try to put like some keywords like connection, blah 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 blah. He's doing this very fastly. And then realizes, no, I shouldn't do this very fucking fastly. Then he will take his time to do it. And yeah, he will put the squirrel's body parts that we have, not the tail, on the middle, and start chanting. And that's saying some words in Enochian.
Yep.
I will roll my 2 dice.
Ooh.
At the difficulty of?
Difficulty is 5. No, it's
Yes, you
it's
have
5.
2 successes. I think I need more.
No, you don't need more because you have a body sample. That's the best like correspondence connection you can get.
Thank you.
So, are you just trying to find its other squirrel friends?
I don't think like I will be able to find other stuff, but what I can do maybe is like I should have said this before I rolled, I think, but like maybe I could have been like prime and try to actually prime maybe could have allow me to find like this guy's friends.
You can find the other squirrels. You can find the connections. You have the it's correspondence that's the connection sphere.
Okay.
So you can definitely scry for things like the correspondence connection to this with 2 successes in the immediate area. And since this is a big park in New York, you get the sense that this is connected to hundreds of other squirrels. Now that you all are close to this squirrel, I want you all to roll me perception awareness, please.
Three successes.
3
About
successes.
to roll. Just a second. I got 4.
Okay, all of you got 3. So those with you with 3, you sense that this squirrel, like, this is not a normal squirrel. Shocking, I know, but you can sense that there are animating forces in this squirrel, and you, Amachan, especially because of your connection spell, you sense that there's a far greater energy connection going through these squirrels, leading somewhere. You don't know where, however. That is shrouded for you. And you can
race
also
to his friends.
Mm.
There's a lot of like squirrels around. Hundreds of like this, I think.
We need to find out where the energy is coming from.
Okay, then I will have to add the Spear Prime. He takes a deep breath. Then I will need to roll again, Carl, to
Yeah.
track where the energy comes from with Prime 1 and correspondence 2, hopefully.
You can roll. What was the thing you said hopefully about?
Where the energy comes from.
Yeah, you can roll for that.
Okay. Seven and 10.
Yeah. You still don't get. You know that their energy is leading somewhere, but at least so far with your magic, as you're adding to the circle, making the ritual equation more complicated and stuff. You still sense that you can't find where it's coming from.
Can I add more successes to this to try to see more?
You don't. You could presumably do that. You don't know out of character.
I'm gonna roll again. Difficulty will be 5, I think, or
Yeah.
6. 8. I'm rolling like a boss.
It's still unknown to you. You that's like the only thing you get. Like you still work. You said, but this time you sense that this is not because you aren't doing well. It sounds like it's something stopping you from finding the exact location.
He's gonna be like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna try more."
Could those of you who are not doing magic roll me perception alertness, please?
Okay.
Three successes.
2 successes.
The trees are really getting quiet. Yet you see a lot of squirrels are coming this way. And they're all like encircling you guys in the trees, looking down at you.
Is this kind of the birds shit?
Well, it's not exactly the same, but sort of similar.
So, guys, I think we're about to get mauled to death. Like,
Okay, maybe we just need to take the squirrel and run. Yeah. Take it back to the chantry, and then we can do some work on it.
Okay, guys, like, this is gonna be an insane question, but what if they like siege the chantry?
The squirrels.
I mean, I
Anyone,
would
like,
prefer
stops
being
And then
a
says
siege-
yes.
I would prefer being sieged by squirrel in my chantry rather than in a park surrounded by people where I'm not going to be able to do fireballs.
If we can't defend our chantry against a load of squirrels, do we really deserve to be mages?
Okay, then let it be the moment. where we stand together in our chantry.
Okay, let's run though.
Tactical retreat.
Yeah, I would recommend rolling dexterity athletics, all of you, to book it out of there. You do, guys. You do know that I'm going to have to do the squirrel siege scene.
Yes,
I'm-
I botched.
You're not good at this running.
I have
Yes,
two
I am not.
successes.
I have three
I'm going to ask: would you leave a man behind? Is the question I'm going to
No.
ask you guys.
No, we will not
'Cause you-
leave our brother of the squirrel wars behind.
I'm going to have to find the swarm rules now. God damn it!
Heck, can we not share our successes with him? I have like
No.
3.
No, successes are not shareable in my games because that takes the fun out of it, especially when someone botches.
Are gonna be like, get fucking Aemon, and then bring him in front of the chantry and say, "Give us our squirrel back, or we will cut his head off."
No, I like to think that Eamon crawling along the ground and squirrels devour him is just like, no,
Not like this! Not like this!
run, save yourselves. Ah! It's like if anyone's played like a Plague Tale, like when you stand in the rats there, but with squirrels.
Just give me a second.
You roll their like, as far as I remember, you roll like dice
Yeah,
depending on how much they are, and all of those successes basically are damage.
yeah. It's just I wanted to see the rules for determining that because for some reason there are lots of things in M20. There are unicycle stats, but the swarm rules are not there.
Yeah.
So this was just really annoying.
No, I'm basically telling you from an old scene I did.
Yeah.
You basically roll like getter. I think like there was a system, but basically what it was.
Yeah, there's a system in Vampire, but I don't have the Vampire book on this computer, so that's why I was like trying to find a
Mhm.
solution quickly. But
Person who's likely to die to this is the one telling you, so that's pretty.
yeah. I'm not saying I don't. Dark Ages V20, I think actually has it. So that's swarms. Here we are. Yes, I just wanted the concrete rules, so I knew what to do. I think you're right. It's just that I don't. Okay. Birds and bats. I'm not going to say that squirrels are as nasty as rats. So okay, birds and bats damage 4. Okay, that's fine. So the problem is that if you even had failed, you would have maybe gotten away. But you trip over a tree root, you face plant, and you just crash to the ground. You're kind of just shaken for a moment, and suddenly the squirrels are on you. Tons of squirrels just like rain down on you, and I'm going to roll the damage thing now.
Go for it.
You take 1 entire lethal damage. They're getting in, like they're trying to get around your clothes, but they're so fancy they don't want to destroy them immediately. But
He
they
tries
start
to get up.
starting to bite, just getting.
Fucking squirrels! Ah! Fuck off! He like tries to get up and run back.
But they're on you and you're on the ground. So it's going to be. We're going to have to do initiatives technically.
Okay.
Because that's the rules.
No, 15. Oh, no. 13.
$15.
Oh no.
Oh god, if you die, this is going to be the most hilarious and stupid
I
death
agree.
ever.
If you died to squirrels, what is it with swarms of animals killing mages in this game? If you die to this, because
Dude, if I'm gonna die to this, I'm gonna bring my zealot who will like hate all the squirrels in the name of his god.
you will have like a dark past with the squirrels. Yes, that's the thing.
He will come to defend the chantry.
Come to defend this chapter from the scourge of the squirrels.
Exactly. He will have like enemy 5 squirrels.
Thing is, that's the power of your enemy, so it's like the most terrifying. Squirrel?
I mean, there's the reason the undefeated superhero in Marvel is Squirrel Girl. She's never lost a fight. But anyway, so that's the initiative for you. Are you two
Mhm.
guys going to join in the initiative, or are you going to like, since you are got the head start, wait a turn before you get in to save
I'll
him?
wait a turn and see if he needs saving or if he can get up and
Okay.
start.
So what were your initiative, Amush?
13.
13, 15. So they go first.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. That is okay. Okay, that's what I don't need to know. So they're gonna attack you as
Mhm.
they already did. If you're gonna try and dodge, like dodge while you're in the swarm, that means that you're gonna have to roll difficulty 8 for the
Dude,
dodge
I'm
roll.
not. I want to just fuck off.
Yeah, that means you have to roll dexterity athletics to try and get out of the swarm.
Okay.
And you also, but here, wait, I'm just trying to look. Yeah, okay, that's fine. But I'm gonna have to roll for their attack first since you're in the swarm. I'm going
Go
to
for
say that if you take 4 damage,
Mhm.
3 to 4 damage after soak, then you're knocked down.
Okay.
I think we can accept this is legitimate.
And the swarm damage difficulty after that becomes 4 instead of 6. I'm gonna roll 4. So let's see how much damage you take.
2.
2 damage. Do you you have taken 3 lethal so far. You are
Mhm.
pretty messed up, and the squirrels are like biting you and clawing at you and shit. You rolled dexterity athletics. I'm going to say that you're going to have to need 3 successes to get out of this in its current state. If
I
things
literally
don't-
can't have 3 successes. I have 2 dice.
Well, that's mean that you have to do it in 2 turns.
Okay.
mean,
I
you could
actually
take
have 1 dice because
will penalty. You can spend a
Yeah.
willpower to ignore
I have
wounds.
1. I have 1 willpower.
You want to save it for a blue moon, is what you're saying. Not when you're being mauled by squirrels.
Let me check my nature. My nature is survivor, so my survivor nature says fuck this
Yeah.
and spends the willpower.
To ignore wound penalties or to get an automatic success?
How many successes I would need to blast them away from me with wind? Because I don't know if there's a wind though.
Yeah, but you've already declared that you were going to run for it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm just gonna fucking spend a
This
willpower
is
for automatic success.
yeah, okay. And then roll your 1 die.
I have
Okay,
2
that's 2
successes.
successes. 2 of 3. That means you still have 1 turn.
Mm-hmm.
So in the other guys, you see that this guy is being bitten and shit by squirrels, and he's wading through the squirrels trying to get free. He is pretty bloody and torn already. People in the park have only now started noticing this.
Gonna roll in to initiative
Yeah.
if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
That is not good.
Claudia is 15, Squirm is 15, Eamon is 13, and Jack is
8.
something for 8. You're very low.
Yeah.
Claudia, what can you do in this situation?
Well, I'm going to do the famous shoo fucking squirrel dance that is known for every park citizen. Meaning that I will basically take off my coat and basically start to
Try and scare them away.
make it go around and basically use the momentum, produced by force to just do a gush of wind to say like, no, fuck off, like, shush.
Okay.
Like for at the moment where the jacket will enter into contact with a squirrel, being like, shush, like fuck off.
Are you trying to intimidate them? Is what you're saying.
Oh no, I'm not trying to intimidate them. I'm trying to make them get the fuck out, like by smashing them with forces.
What do you have? Yeah, you have forces, but is codes really an instrument you have?
Well,
I'm trying to understand how you would make that work magically.
well, I have classical elements.
Yeah, but you just having air and swishing it is enough for you to do something. I'm not saying that that doesn't work. I'm just asking if that's what your girl believes.
Well, at the moment, I would say kind of because
Okay.
mostly the way I'm seeing it is that yeah, she's basically using
Yeah. Okay. I'm
wind
just saying
magic.
fast
That's it.
casting penalties. That's all I'm
Yep,
saying.
no problem
So
with
yeah.
penalties.
So you can roll for that.
And and I will, yeah, I will, because I don't want the moosh to die, so I will spend a willpower on it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Someone is caring about Moosh.
Man, I'm so much having fun right now. It's amazing. If I die,
you can say you have died in the best way possible. Really.
exactly.
Since I'm just gonna have you have to aim this, technically speaking,
Mhm.
to see if you hit. That's what you do with. No, this is this is a straight up magical attack actually. But okay, so just for ease, roll me, let's say wits esoterica for you, just
Okay,
because it's easier that way.
okay.
Because aiming magical attacks can get
Mhm.
weird.
Yeah,
Yeah, but anyway,
I
just roll that. And this
I
is for
have
your
no.
botch.
No, it's good. I have 2 successes.
So with the forces damage, you got one. That's one extra success of damage. 3. So 6 damage. You blast several of these do swarms soak in any way?
No.
No, they don't.
So,
Good. That I didn't think so either, but I wanted to be sure in case I've screwed over the poor squirrels in their quest. But anyway, there's still squirrels around, so I'm going to roll for its head, see if they do more damage. 2 more lethal. What I'm going to see the rules here.
I don't have any dice. I basically can't walk right now.
You have taken 5 lethal damage, and the
Yeah.
squirrels. You're basically falling up, and you're just trying to protect your head. I presume, just laying on the
Mhm.
ground like fuck, 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 fuck.
Fucking bitches!
you can always use at least one die.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
okay. Okay.
You can't have a dice pool fully eliminated.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
nice thing about it.
Let's see if I botch this. You guys ready?
Yep.
I
You
did.
do!
I did.
You fall on your face again. The squirrels are on you.
Okay.
I'm trying to determine what would the botch penalty be.
Surely it's he loses one success.
Yeah, you lose 1 success, and you're down to 1 success to escape. I think that's the best one we can go
Mhm.
with. That's fair. So
Mhm.
you fall on your face. Yeah, by the way, since you've been knocked down, the difficulty for the swarm damage next turn will be difficulty 4. Because that's the rule if you're knocked down
I'm
in swarm
dead.
rules.
On my sorry, just to get into my turn, because what
Yeah.
I want to do with mine is I want to drag Eamon up to his feet and out of here.
So you want to go into the swarm.
Basically,
And
yeah, I
you're-
want to get Eamon out of the swarm.
Yeah, but to do that, you have to get into it. This is like an area, if you get what I mean. It's not just all the squirrels are. So doing so means that you get into harm's way. Swarms
That's,
are
that's
indiscriminate.
absolutely fine, because if no one helps Eamon, he's dead.
That's fine. You're being a great man here. Dexterity, strength athletics. No, dexterity athletics to just drag him out.
And I say, I just want to be clear, so drag him to his feet and out.
Yeah. So not like drag him along the ground. I got that.
So he is also not on the ground anymore.
Yeah, if you succeed, presumably.
Spend
So
that
you
wisdom.
run into the swarm. I was going to say difficulty to do that would be 7 to drag him up and out. You would have to. You got 1 more success, so you're both like at 2 to get out of the swarm. But he's up now, so difficulty is not 4, so it doesn't get insta killed.
Yeah.
So that's the good news. Bad news, you both are still in the swarm. Now, I'm just going to say this, Damien. Be a bit careful when doing area attack magics. Since the squirrels are all over them, it's logical that if you're trying to harm the squirrels, you would most likely harm them too.
I mean, to be fair, I'm not actively trying to hurt the squirrels.
You're trying to just knock them off. Okay, that's different.
Yeah, I'm basically trying to knock them off to give them the space to get out.
Okay, I misunderstood your intent. I thought you were actually damaging them. Okay, the herd is not damaged. But okay, I will keep that in mind. So that's fine. So you are going to do the same thing again, by the way? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do it again.
It's good that you're not actually harming them, because that would have been vulgar without the distance, because just smashing with a coke would not like kill the squirrels. That makes sense. Sorry, that was on me. Roll the magic again.
Yeah, I spend will because it's just one success.
Just one success. You didn't say you spent the willpower before you rolled, so that's only one success, I'm afraid. So still aim it, please. Same roll as before.
One success.
One success. Okay. I'm just going to use health levels as a modifier for having them counted off, so that's 2 more. That means that they are at 8 of 9. So they're almost they're almost free. So they can very easily get out of the swarm now. But the swarm is still here, still doing damage. I'm going to have to roll the damage roll for you two now. So this first one is for Robbie. You take 2 lethal.
Robbie's not here.
Sorry, Duncan. Sorry. You Brits all look alike, I know.
You actually roll for us, and then you split the damage.
Yeah.
It's not like you're rolling two rolls for each of us. You split the damage.
Is that the king? I didn't see that. Let me see that. Just to be, I have the rules right in front of me. I thought it was like. It doesn't say that you split that. It just you say damage. I think it actually is damage that you do automatically to both. So you do 2 to both. You can try to dodge difficulty 8 and run out if you want to, but.
No, ultimately, isn't the damage related to the size of the swarm, and the swarm's been depleted anyway?
No, it's related to the animals in the swarm.
Okay.
So wild dogs and wolves do 6 damage.
Okay.
Whereas...
No, that's fine. Just because I really don't have much time. Sorry.
Yeah. So that's 2 damage to both of you. Then just. Oof. Okay. Or I split 1 to each. I mean, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do that. So Armachan is immediately incapacitated. Difficulty is 6, and you are at 6 lethal damage. You need medical attention.
I know.
You have you have life too. Yeah, it's time for both of you to get out. You can roll to try and get out. You guys are helping each other, I presume. So.
I think that the more accurate term I am helping Moosh.
Yeah, that's more accurate. But you're both helping, so you can roll your 1 die, and he can roll his full dice pool.
Boom.
I don't think.
Yeah, that's not necessary. That's not necessary. Yeah. You basically managed to drag him out of the swarm, especially because the wind has knocked several of the squirrels away. Armachan, you can notice that Eamon is torn. It almost looks like he's been in a slasher movie. It's just horrifying. And the squirrels are dispersing at this point. They're not going after you further. What did you do about the squirrel that you were holding?
Man, I don't fucking think he's holding that shit right now. He's like, fuck off! Like,
yeah.
Or like if you want, he was holding it for dear life.
Yeah, like, just, yeah. Because we need to keep the squirrel.
Yeah, give that shit to me. Give that shit to me, Carl. I was holding it for dear life.
You were holding it for dear life, probably squishing it as you fell on it a few times. Yeah. But okay, I'm going to give you guys the squirrel. That's fine.
Yes.
We got a prisoner of war now.
So I'm going to say that you guys book it after this.
Yeah.
And we can follow this up at another day.
Yeah.
Is that okay, guys? I thank you all for participating, and thank you
first battle of the war.
Watching, and thank you to me for coming up with this idea. And see you guys around.
The first battle of the squirrel heresy is done.